All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for Cooper's December data breakdown.
Is mine on? Little microphone. Is that you or me? That one's right there is me. Okay.
So his mic's working, my mic is working. Ready to rock and roll on this money. So let's slide this guy up a little bit. All righty, sir. Let's go through December. So, bat speed month. How did you feel in December? Kind of just walk through. Were you doing any adjustments, or were we working on any focuses? How did you feel about the warm ups that we had you doing? Just kind of give me like a quick run through. Don't go over like the data. Like essentially, how did you feel in December without talking about the day? How did it feel? How did you seeing the ball? Kind of like how did you feel?
Well, seeing the ball felt good. I did put on like 6 pounds or something in like 2 days. So, now I'm where I need to be weight wise. I don't know. I haven't really made like any adjustments. I've just been like, I don't know, swinging the bat.
Okay. Would you say December felt like a good month?
Yeah,
Felt like a bad month?
yeah, 100% felt like a good month.
Money. Love to hear that. Looking at your average, so this is the highest bat speed average month that you've had. Big fan of that. 62.9. We've been on a slight steady increase. Oh, I apologize. There's a 63 up here. My bad. One thing I do want you to notice, okay, we kind of went from that 63 in the bat speed month down to 60. Somehow down to 57.8, back up to 61.4, and back up to a 62.9. So, especially for us looking at these bat speed phase months, I'm a very big fan of you being able to kind of get this guy back up to where it was. I'm anticipating bat speed average is going to drop now that we're getting into mixed pitch in groups. So, bat speed average is going to drop. A few other metrics are going to drop that we'll get down to later on. But one of your best bat speed months, one of your best max bat speed months, really good top eighth bat speed month. So I'm a fan of where you're at for a lot of these. Okay.
What month was that?
December.
Oh, this month?
Yes, sir. And so we have December right here, November, October, September, August, and then above here is November of 2024 to July of 2025 averages. And if you ever did want to see those specific ones, you could just click that tab right there. Boom. So great job on all your bat speeds. Rotation, one of your best rotation average months as well. So I'm a fan of that. I'm liking where a lot of this is at. How are you feeling in sense of like bat speed and rotation?
No, it feels great.
Feel like you're in a good spot with it?
Yeah.
Good. Bat path wise, we increased the attack angle. So we were a little bit higher with our attack angle. We're a little bit more with our VBA. I like the VBA. Here's the thing. So like attack angle is going to kind of think of it as like pitch location. So if you're a pitcher and you throw 60 poo, you cannot throw the ball down the middle. If you are someone that swings super slow, you can't necessarily have that high of an uphill kind of swing just because you need bat speed to be able to catch up to that. Let's say they do throw you a high fastball. If you have the bat speed to be able to get up to it and catch up to it, beautiful. If you don't, doesn't go well. If you throw 95, you can throw it down the middle and not get hurt. If you throw 60, you can't. We swing fast. I'm okay with a 13. 13 is probably going to be the highest I'd be okay with you at.
Okay.
I would like to see it kind of get back down to this like 9, 10 range. But 13, like I said, for you, I'm okay with. I'm not very upset about it. I'm not also like jumping up and down with joy. It's there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, though, I do like your VBA. Very big fan of your VBA. And now here's where we're going to get into a little bit more of why I'm liking this bat path for you, why I'm liking this bat speed and rotation for you. This was your best average exit velocity month by far. By far. It was nice to see. So everything that you hit, you were hitting pretty hard, which is awesome. I love to see that. Top eighth went down like a hair, 0.2 of a mile an hour. not the end of the world. Top eighth, right around the exact same. Okay. Any questions on exit velocities from this past month?
None.
Moving on to the direction of the ball. So previously, on average, in November, October, September, and August, you were like extreme left side of second base. So you were like on average hitting a ball between the third base and the shortstop. In a game scenario, not the end of the world.
Right.
When you know what pitch is coming, because in August, September, October, November, December, bat speed, bat to ball, bat speed, bat to ball, bat speed, you know what pitch is coming.
Right.
And yet we were still very much going backside. So like to kind of give a vision, second base is going to be 0, left field line will be -45. So he is like living at the left fielder for his average hit. This past month, you were pretty much almost right up the middle, 2 degrees left of second base. I like that so much more for you. I'm not saying like, Cooper, you need to pull everything. I just don't want you to go oppo with everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like this a lot more. We're also going to kind of see this in your top eighth as well. So this is when you were hitting the ball 84.8 miles an hour or harder. On average, you were right up the middle with an 8.5 degree launch angle. Your average over here was 9.8. I'm loving these numbers. I love where these are at. If you notice over here, even your top eighth, you were still going extremely backside. I like you getting more up the middle with this. I'm a big fan. Launch angle wise, I'd be okay if you're still like at a 13. I would say 8.5 is probably the lowest I want you to be for your top eighth, just because these are the balls that you're like hitting hard. If let's say your average is 15, you'll have 10 at 10 and you'll have 10 at 20, and then your average is 15. When your average is 8.5, for every 10 that were 15, you had another 10 that were like a 0 or 1 launch angle. Right. So I would like to see, if anything, this guy cut up a little bit higher, but not the end of the world if it's staying like at an 8 or 9. We are starting to get close to the end of the world if we're getting lower than this 8.5. Okay. Any questions on this?
No.
Beauty. Let me switch pages. There we go. All right, moving on to your ropes and bombs percentages. So ropes is going to be anything, I believe, is between 5 and 15 launch angle. Bombs is going to be 15 to 25 launch angle, while also being a top eighth. So 11.5% of your hits were 84.8 or higher and between 5 and 15 launch. 8.1% of your hits were 84.8 or higher between 15 and 25 launch. And then just 44.8% of your hits were hit 84.8 miles an hour or harder. So that's pretty high. I like that. Like, if we can have half of our hits be higher than our top eighth or higher, that puts us in a pretty good spot. The one thing though, so if we were to add 8.1 to 11.5, that's only giving us 19.6. So 19.6 or 44.8 minus 19.6. So that's saying that there's about 25% of your top eighths were either below 5 degree launch angle or above 25, which would not be as ideal for us. So I'm one, if we're going to hit the ball hard, let's hit it hard that way rather than hitting it hard that way or that way.
Okay.
Same page?
Yeah.
Beauty. Now, smash factor. This is something that I've been calculating myself. These numbers are not necessarily accurate in the idea of what the new full swing device does. So the full swing device looks at pitch by pitch and swing by swing, the individual smash factor of those two data points. What I've been doing is, so I take your average exit velocity and divide that by your average bat speed. So it's possible that the balls that you hit your average exit velocity, you had a way higher or way lower bat speed on those. And it's possible the ones that you hit here we're way above this, way below that. Like we don't know pitch by pitch. I just know month by month. Full swing is going to be able to give you pitch by pitch. Like this swing, you had this smash factor. This swing, you had this smash factor. This swing, you had this smash factor. And then build the average of all of those. So there is going to be a little bit of a difference between these numbers and what we're going to have from January on. I just want you to be aware of that in the future when you're kind of looking at this or when you're looking at your post-session report and stuff like that from Full Swing, okay? Down a little bit on this, so 1.3 is going to be average. Normally, smash factor, the regular smash factor is below 1.3, and then normally the top 8 smash factor is above 1.3. You're right, kind of in a similar space of where you've been, so I'm not too upset. You hit on Rapsodo 6 times in the month of December, 8 times in the month of November, 5 in October, just to kind of give you an idea of how many swings we might be looking at for these metric points, okay? Now, this is where we're going to kind of start to get into probably more of what we're going to need to talk about, okay? So same height-wise, doing way better weight-wise. Love that. This number right here. So this is another reason why I like to ask at the very beginning, how did you feel overall about December, right? Now, we didn't mention too much. Did you notice that you did swing and miss like way more in December? Okay. So there would be times where I think in a round of 6, you would swing and miss like 3 or 4 times. And then the next round, you go 5 for 5, 6 for 6. And the next round, 5 for 5, 6 for 6. And another round, it would be like swing and miss 3 or 4 times out of 6. And so I don't, like, I'm not saying that you missed this much every single time. It was more so like you were really on and then really off, really on, really off, really on, really off. It is way higher than this guy. But like I just wanted you to be aware that we did swing and miss a lot bit more than November. Being with you in the groups, I don't think I think a lot of it was like you would swing and miss once and then you would get frustrated and then it would be like maybe not the best pitch, but then you were like, I'm just going to hit this. And then you would swing and miss again. So like, it didn't feel like you were in like game mode almost, which I wasn't asking you to be in game mode, but more so like I don't think you were competing as much in December as you have in other months, to where if you did swing and miss, I don't think it was like, I'm just not going to swing and miss. And it's also possible, again, like it was a bat speed month. I don't care too much about the whiff rate. Like that's not why like we're not all of a sudden like pausing everything we're doing and readjusting everything. Like I want you to swing really fast in the bat speed month. Like I'm not upset that we had a 26.5 here and then 9.6 here. This was a bat to ball month. If these were reversed, my brain would be mush right now. I would have no idea what's going on. But like bat speed, bat to ball, 10% whiff rate. Bat speed, 26% whiff rate. Hopefully we get somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? Yeah. Any questions on that? No worries. Did a better job. So this is your mile per hour per pound. So you're at 0.315, which is going to kind of be up here in this category. We're at 2.7, so we're going to kind of be down here. Just looking to get probably a little bit more bat speed for the weight that you have. But we are entering into January, so this is mixed pitch month. So I already have the schedule for what we'll hit for the rest of the month, essentially, of like 2-seam slider, 3/4 curve, 4-seam. That's already kind of laid out, lefty, righty, and stuff like that. Essentially, we're just going through, hit and play, letting mixed pitch kind of do its thing. And we've been doing like situational situations, 2-strike approach, different games like that. So January, February, and March, it's going to be heavy mixed pitch for us. Any comments, any questions, any concerns over what we kind of went over? None. Feel like you're in a good spot? Beauty. Grab the whiteboard real quick and let's kind of build out a warm-up plan for you, and then we'll get after that. Alrighty. So let's go. What's the first one? Bats. Let's go thin bat. Let's go long bat. Let's go Strider's hammer. How many is that? 3? And then let's add in there. Go the rooster.
What's the rooster?
I'll show you. Who? Okay, audio.
Is that big red bat with the hole in it?
Yeah. Let's go tools. Let's go. Let's go arm. How do I want to call it? It's not armband. Right arm sleeve. And I'll show you what that is over there too.
I'm just looking at bed.
Yeah.
Arm sleeve.
Mm-hmm. Strider. Good boy. Let's go. Let's go lower half resisted. Let's go foam block. And that'll be it for right now. Are we on variables? Let's go bat pointer. Let's go whip backs.
What?
Whip backs. Let's go step throughs. And just drills after that.
Yep.
Let's go Happy Gilmore. Let's go. Is it going to be a new drill? Just write pistol squat. Let's go. Let's go step behinds. How many drills is that? 3? Let's go. Big poppies. I'll see if I can get you one more drill.
I don't know what's that for.
I want to give you a variety.
Okay. Oh, I don't have to do these. So I can like pick and choose.
Yeah. So the thing is, this more like a menu for you for this month. So I just want you picking 2 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 3 of those.
Okay.
And then you could technically do the same 3 drills every session, but if you rotate the bats you use, it could be completely different feel. Same idea with you could do everything the same, but do a different tool, completely different feel. Same thing with variable. Drill wise, let's go. Actually, for bats, add single hand. I want you doing with your right. Yes. And then final drill, let's go. Bow and arrows. I'll have you take a picture of that with your phone, and then we can go over into the cage and kind of walk through any questions you have on any of those. Does that work? Beautiful. Can be. So anytime he goes to Green Mountain winter workouts or anything like that, these are the things I would suggest him doing. He may not have access or the ability to do all of those, but I just want him to be able, if he is at home and has 10 minutes to hit off the tee, or he's warming up for hitting at Green Mountain or whatever team he's going to play for, I just want him to be able to have like a menu of stuff that he can kind of pick from and rock it out. And then for the first 20 minutes of every session, they warm up in that cage, and they have to have 2 different bats per session, 1 tool, 1 variable, and then they hit 3 rounds, and then they'll have 3 different bats. So they'll use 1 bat for the first round, 1 bat for the second round, 1 bat for the third. They use the same tool, so an inanimate object in the swing, and then they'll have a variable. And so even though they're doing the same variable and same tool in rounds 1, 2, and 3, because they're changing what drill they're doing, they're getting something different out of the first round, the second round, and then the third round. But all of it's focused and involved on what is going to be best for him moving forward. Do you take
in my mind to ask you today about the homework assignment, just the teamwork that you can do in the garage?
mobility?
Okay.
I can send you drills for it. But like hip windshield wipers, yeah, like all the stuff that we do in movement day, I'll send that to you. Did you get a picture of this? Beauty. Throw it on the bench. Any
So I don't know that he needs movement day because he's working at it fast 3 days a week. We're on there.
I would still say yes, like, because like we're not in here necessarily, and I'm not saying that this is what fast is doing. Like, we're not like necessarily like strength training. It's more like the swing training, just without hitting. So it's like water bag movements, so that way he can get the feel. Med ball throws, the hip mobility. We do a lot of hip mobility, a lot of T-spine mobility. So I mean, I would say, especially if we're going to be doing catching, I'm not saying like, would I love him to come to movement days? Yes. I will send him drills that he can do at home that we do at movement day. So that way, like you said, when he's needing to do homework, he has stuff that he can do. I do think so. In May, it's going to change to where previously it was you needed to come to 4 groups, and then that got you your private session. I'm switching it to 4 groups and a movement day. I know. We can talk about other stuff and whatnot, but like right now, I have way too many kids that aren't 6 foot, 200 pounds that are like, well, why am I not getting better? It's like, I haven't seen you once for a movement day and you weigh 100 pounds and you're trying to understand why you don't swing faster. Like, yes, I can like tune your engine, but until you get a new engine, I can only tune it so far. And so that's where that adjustment's coming from. But I still very much value movement day. I think it's probably the most underrated thing that I do. And I know you guys are coming from far away, so it's not like what the hell kind of thing, but more of like, I think there's value in it, even if you are doing fast. But like I said, I'll send him drills so that way he can do it. I just can't send him home with a water bag or with all the other stuff. I can give him drills that he can do in his room and stuff like that.
I was thinking more hitting off the tee, every single day.
That stuff. So he can do all of that. So he just picks, maybe he doesn't have the different bats that I have. That's okay. Like, he can still do the drill. He can still do the variable. He can still do all of that. So he's got, 4 different drills, 5 different drills?
Yeah, 5 different drills.
5 different drills, 3 different variables. Variables require nothing physical. So like he could do those 4 drills with one of those variables, do all 4 of those drills with a different variable, and it almost is like 2 completely different kind of feels. So essentially 8 different drills. And then you add in a third variable, now you're looking at 12 different drills. So he's got good amount, I think. If you need more, you can always let me know. But like, I would say that will be your bread and butter for this month. And then after we hit in January, we'll sit down like we are now and did those things work? Did they not work? Let's kind of figure it out. And on this tab, just so you're aware, Mark, if you were to click here on the notes link, it'll send you to his good notes that we take after every session. If you were to click his YouTube link, this would take him to his YouTube playlist. Right here, we went through and we did goals. So back in December of 2025, when he was weighing 189.6 pounds, his goal was 200. To do that, he was going to need 3,000 calories per day. And we've already done that. And that was to try and beat by February 2026. So we're a whole month ahead.
A lot of Christmas cookies, man.
Great job.
You look at all this stuff?
We did top eighth. So you were 85. Your top eighth goal is 88 from December. So not too far there. Average bat speed, it was 61.4. Your goal's 65. And for you to do that, you said you need to do about 500 swings per day. So this is all in the notes. So I think I'll stop recording this guy.